Outside of Washington, D.C. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this giant defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Again, that's Watkins. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Come on. Set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Right back to Tracy. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. This defense for the Commanders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. Are back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Viking 18. Here we go.
Daniels looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. These 2 teams all tied after 1. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To the air goes Daniels. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Daniels. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in.
And it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Daniels. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throw left side to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game. When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Daniels. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
18, run, let's go now. 7 Pirates.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Quez Watkins,
31 yards.
and Washington has taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll look to throw now on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards.
And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
On the move to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
To throw is Daniels.
That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Operating from the gun, Daniels, flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt.
Bates' kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
17.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Tracy going to get it on first down. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. He'll drop to throw.
That is caught. Dancing away at the 35. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. From the gun on third down, Daniels. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Bates' kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field.
It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, New York.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Tracy trying the right side.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Patterson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go.
Daniels looking to throw. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You could run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
3rd down and 13.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
That's caught by Johnson.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little